All right, guys, it's the next day. Got our high clearance control arms. Used our press to put in the kryptonite greasable ball joints. Got those bushings up there. Here's our other side over here. He'd move out of the way. Nice. Yeah. So, got our bushings pressed in, all them anti-seize. You okay, bud?
Hurry up.
You pick up your trash. So you're gonna throw this side on. What is your problem? Throw the brake caliper back on, torque the hubs back on, and we'll be good. Pick you up in a minute. What's the problem, bub?
I don't have one.
There you can see he's having a little difficulty getting the ball joint in, but if you take the bolt out that holds the ball joint in, he could probably make it go in.
I was trying to get there, but
Oh, it was you. You was. Was you really? Oh.
I don't have access to wrenches in this garage, so I'm limited access. So I need a wrench.
That's why it's finger tight.
This is finger tight.
You know that ball joint you tried to jam up in there, it might have tightened it up a little bit. So that's probably working against you. It's hard to find good help these days, I tell you. We got the front end back together, caliper on, hub torque, CV boot guards on. So just like our struts get back from powder, we can stick those on. In the meantime, I'm going to put in our 4,500 pound winch and do quite a bit of wiring for our lighting. So we now have the winch and the bracket bolted up in here. Got our flare lead here on a feed our winch rope through here, just one-handed, just like that. Tie that down. Now we did buy a different bumper than the one they send in the Super ATV kit. I think it's a little bit big, so we got one that's a little bit smaller. We'll throw that on with our hook and this piece. Obviously once we get the front fascia back on. But now we got to do the wiring and mount the solenoid up on the firewall. What's up, everybody? It is yet another day on the Barbie Brothers YouTube channel. Yesterday, me and Dad got this winch bolted in. So now it's time to wire it up. Got to put this box up in there, some wires up in there, and hopefully it works. So on the Barbie Brothers YouTube channel, we can't do things the easy way. Can't do the way the Super ATV instructions say. Because they want to put that box up in there and run wires everywhere and everywhere. So we got to do it the neat way, the hard way. So let's get to it. I was able to use an existing hole for the bottom screw. I'm on the top. I'm going to have to put a hole. I don't like boring holes. I'm going to do as least holes as possible. That's why I'm doing it this way instead of Super ATV's way. But I'm going to have to put a hole in the top. Since this is kind of a hard area to get to, I'll actually heat up this pick and just poke a hole through the plastic instead of trying to even put a drill up in there. Done it before, worked great, so here we go. We got our solenoid box mounted. I only had to bore one hole right there. can't even see it. Super clean in my opinion. Super ATV sends a ton of wire. I think it's enough to run all the way to the battery, which is under the driver's seat. We're going to be running it to the bus bar here. A lot of people run it to the battery, a lot of people run it to the bus bar. That's kind of a hot topic in the forums. We've done 3 of these, this will be our 3rd one. Haven't had any trouble yet. If you buy a high lifter or the Trails and Rocks edition from Polaris, or have a Polaris dealer install a winch, they're going to run it to the bus bar. So that's what we're going to do. Right now he got a winch hooked to the solenoid right here. As you can see with these 2 wires here, he's hooked to the solenoid. It shows you how he mounted that a while ago. He's working on hooking the solenoid to the bus bar, get a little power to it. You know what I didn't do? What didn't you do? I didn't put the insulator boot on. So I gotta take it back off. It happens. You know what they say happens. But we working away at this thing. It's pouring rain outside, been raining. Been raining all day, you know, it's just how it goes here in North Carolina. But we'll be done a little bit with this part at least. With this part. What about the rest of the parts? Y'all know about that one, Big Chief. Are you struggling there? This is the worst part of the whole time, putting these little things on. Putting the little boots on. Hardest part. You're doing a fine job. You holding the chair down over there? Yep. Hey, if you move your hand, they might conceal what we're doing. There's a nut and a stud. And you just screw down on there like that right there. Do it again. You got power. Do it again. It like that right there, like that. And put it on down in there. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And then you grab your most clapped out ratchet from Harbor Freight.
Walmart.
Worse than that. That thing don't even work.
You'll get your ratchet to work. It makes a real clean install if you know what you're doing, I guess. And this one looks pretty good. So we got the winch wired up to the bus bar. We are working on shortening the wiring harness to the switch. Got everything switched over to a blue switch, match the rest of the interior lighting. So once we get that done, we'll be done with the winch, besides the hook and all. And of course, you know, that can't go back on until the face goes on. But it's getting there. Just about done with it. I'll pick you up in a minute. We got the winch hooked up. Other than putting the switch in, we just gotta connect those wires. We're gonna do that, and when we decide what hole I want to put this switch in, I'm not quite sure yet. We're gonna wait till we get everything else wired up, because I want the switch to be on the far right, but I don't know how many other switches I want to have. So that might be there, it might be in this one, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait till I decide to wire it up.
for now, I'm gonna come back here, put in our third brake light. What is it?
This is the factory accent panel. Well, it's cheap, so we get rid of it.
And there's our after. Go ahead and hit your brakes, bub.
Park lights.
Yep.
Brakes.
There you go. It looks orange in the video, but it's actually red.
It's so much easier to see going through trails. Makes it so much nicer following somebody. You had a chase light with it. Yeah.
Got a chase light coming. Just gotta wire it up.
It's here. It just gotta be put on.
This is probably one of the easiest accessories you can put on one of these things. It's just
No brainer. No reason not to have it. It's cheap.
4 little push nuts, and it's plug and play. The wire.
Already wired for it. Comes on the higher models. No reason not to have it.
The wire is already there. You just got to plug it in. Nothing to it. Super easy.
This is junk. We forgot to record a little bit for you. We got the bumper on. Holes were bored. Lance is working on tightening up the rest of the bolts there. But real happy with the way it looks. This is the full bumper they have. And huge shout out to LNW Fab. They have top-notch products and a great price point. Super nice people. They work with you any way they can. And if you need anything, I highly recommend checking them out. Very happy with their stuff. Running their parts on multiple machines. You gonna finish this today, or?
Well, if you'd actually do something.
No, I just show up.
We got an impact, but why use impact, man?
No,
We ain't got no
manual labor.
We got nothing else to do.
Well, he'll be done with that in a little bit, maybe.
Well, there you have it. The rear bumper. Pretty easy install. Worst part about it is boring holes. Just something about boring holes I don't care for. Especially in a new machine, but you gotta do it. We did get their billet end caps versus the plastic ones. Like these. We picked up the billet ones. Probably gonna brush those get a brush finish. I think that'll look good. Super happy with our bumper. Same one on Dad's. Got him some billet end caps while we was there too. But that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Catch us on the next one.